Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So in today's short video, I'm going to do a quick review of Diona. Diona is currently on the Hu Tao banner as one of the 4-star characters. Now she is the second best shielder in the game and one of the pretty versatile healers in the game as well. So before we get to it, make sure you guys are subscribed and you hit the notification bell as well as hit the like button and feel free to put your questions and your comments in the comment section below or in other videos as well. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm only going to focus on her build, and as a support character, I've placed her with Ayaka, so it's the 2 Cryo characters and 2 Hydro characters, and we will be fighting the Pyro Regisvine for this example. So for myself only, I prefer for my 4-star characters, support characters especially, I don't really spend too many resources on them, so you'll see that her attack is really low, but her HP is really high because she does scale with HP. And I've left her at 70 out of 80 in terms of level and ascension rank, as she is already companionship level 10. Oh, and here are her stats. So her crit rate is really low because she's not expected to crit. She's not expected to be on the field long, and she's not expected to really do damage, right? So hence, her crit rate and her crit damage are low. The incoming healing bonus is just from her artifacts, I believe, and energy recharge, of course. And I think she has. I'm not sure if her healing also is affected by her talents, but let's just see. And then she has a cryo damage bonus because again, I don't need her to do damage, so it's really low, 18%. Weapon-wise, this is arguably one of her best weapons, if not her best weapon, the sacrificial bow. It's relatively straightforward to get. It is a gacha weapon, of course, but it is a weapon that pretty much she will benefit from if it's not her best in slot already because of the cooldown and the energy recharge. Other bows that you can consider using on her are the Favonius Warbow, which is also an energy recharge bow. The difference is that I believe I haven't leveled them up really, but I think the energy recharge on the Favonius is higher than the energy recharge for the sacrificial. So that's the only difference. And also the sacrificial, I believe, has a higher base attack when it's fully leveled than the Favonius. So that's a slight trade-off. Okay. I would not recommend giving her any like attack-based weapons or crit-based weapons because she doesn't need them. If you guys wanted to, you could consider an elemental mastery build for her, but I wouldn't even bother because you're only going to use her to heal really, and you're really going to really kind of maybe use her for shielding and healing only, so you wouldn't really care if she has attack or not. But elemental mastery is okay because it's also a very supportive but also powerful and deadly stat to have in some cases because of the reactions that it can buff. If for those of you who had played since 1.4 onward, you might have this bow, the Windbloom Ode. If you don't have the Sacrificial or the Favonius, then this is okay, right? Because it's a free bow that you may have already gone to R5 and may have already gone to level 90 even, right? So I mean, it's a good placeholder bow. If you are interested in making her more attack based, then yes, you can definitely start putting her with any of these attack weapons. But I'm not going to recommend any of the 5-stars for her, so I'm going to skip them all. And I'm not going to recommend the rest, which I already showed earlier, and I wouldn't recommend the Blackcliff either. Okay. Artifact-wise, I would not even bother giving her the Blizzard Spear. You might as well save those for your attack-based or DPS-based, sub-DPS-based cryo characters. For her, you would want maybe Maiden Set because it increases her healing. Oh, that's where the other 15% came from. There we go. And also, whatever you have left over. Again, for support characters, my general rule is that I wouldn't prefer to like farm specifically for them, but I'll just give them whatever I have in the inventory that makes sense to make it work for them. So Gladiators is 18% attack, and definitely it's not something that's needed for her, but it just makes sense. I'm assuming it's because I picked it for the stats, that's why. So let's take a look. So yeah, I did experiment with her early on with some retracing bullet pieces, but in the end, based on substats and such, I didn't keep all of them. I ended up getting rid of most of those pieces, so she won't have a full set for that, that's why. So, but I kept the flower here. I did leave them all at 16 out of 16 in most cases, unless they inherited some that were 20 out of 20 from other characters. Again, for support characters, I don't really like to do too much investment in them. Yeah, so there's a maiden set one. Again, she's HP scaling, so there's another maiden set one with HP as the main stat. This one, see, she has no like cryo bonus or anything like that here. It's just another HP one as well. So I think I gave it to her based on the fact that this is an HP, goblet that I had. So yeah, and then because of that reason, I went and got her the HP circlet as well. So that's the only reason why she has attack plus 18%. Otherwise, I would have picked whatever else. It doesn't matter really. I just want to make sure I'm focusing on HP for her to buff her shield. I do have her at C6. Basically, she'll just get more energy here for C1. For C2, her little shielding will have an initial damage increase, and the shield absorption also increases. Let's see, it creates a shield for other characters on the field with 50% of the shield's damage absorption. So basically, when the pods hit their target. So yeah, it's just shielding. This is plus 3 levels. This one is within the radius of her ultimate. The charge time for her aim shots is reduced. I don't use her for their aim shots, so this is pointless. I'll be honest. She'll cast it, and then I'll step out of it for her, and then put another character there so they can heal. So really, I don't need her to do charge shots. And then this is plus 3 levels, and then C6 is just increasing the incoming healing bonus by another 30%, and also this is only within the circle of the ultimate, and also her elemental mastery is also increased. So that's also good. Talent-wise, I don't even recommend building her normal attack unless you do plan to use her for that purpose. I did bring it up to 6. This is plus 7 because Child is on this team, so he adds 1 to everyone's normal attack, including his own. This one I brought it up to 8 because I want her to shield a little bit stronger, and similarly I brought this one up to 8, which is plus 3 here, that's why it's 11, because I just wanted her to heal a little bit more. This one is just saying that the movement speed is up and stamina consumption is decreased, and this one is when you enter it, then you also have, when opponents enter that circle, they also have a 10% decreased for their attack, which is good. And then this one is just cooking, so it's not anything important. Yeah, and then that's what it is. So because she's just a support character and she will not be able to kill the Pyro Regismine on her own, unless you want to wait for like 20 minutes or something, which we're not going to do, I'm just going to use her for support purposes only, just to demonstrate how I would use her normally. So obviously for the purpose of this, I'm going to break this shield first, quickly. Okay, and then I'm going to switch back. So if you just tap it, it's a shorter little one, right? And if you hold it, you get a bigger one. Right? Now, again, that's not the purpose of her, but yeah. And then, like, basically, yeah, you would just use her to buff up your other Cryo characters or your Hydro characters, and then you would just do all that just so that you could, get it going. I'll throw out her ult as well. And then I'll switch back to her just so we can have her to finish it off, right? Yeah, that's all that it is. It's actually nothing major, but it's something, right? So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, we all know what she is all about. She's not that new anymore, but she was one of the newer ones at one point. She's a cute character. Her storyline's cute. She's a great bartender, apparently, at her hangout event, right? She can make any drink good, even if it's disgusting, apparently. That's, I guess, her hidden skill, her superpower. Yeah, and then, like, she has her storyline where she wants to take down the alcohol business because it affects her dad because he's basically an alcoholic. So, and it's kind of interesting. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Please definitely leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave me comments and questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. In the next few videos, I will be re-reviewing, and I say that, to be honest, re-reviewing Sayu, who I already did one for early on, but she's on the banner, re-reviewing Aloy, and also other characters as well. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.